Okay, for those of you who don't know, my name is Michael Forrest, and welcome to It's Shark Time. Now, before we get going, just a quick note about text messages. Altspace recently made it so that we can turn off our the ability to receive text messages during shows and performances. I find them to be highly distracting, so I will not respond to any text messages I receive until after the show, okay? Because I have those turned off for the moment. Also, but if you do need to get a hold of us, really the best way is by joining our Discord, and you'll find the address right here below me on this beam here. All right. Now, if I could direct your attention to your menu wheel, at the very top of that menu wheel, you are going to see a microphone icon. Now, when that microphone icon is clear, that means we can hear you and everything that's happening in your environment. I want everybody to go ahead and try something for me. Go ahead and aim at that microphone button and squeeze your trigger on it and watch what happens. You're going to see that it turns red. And the reason I'm demonstrating this is because you may not always be aware of what your background noise is like. So if you see during the show people are coming up to you and they're going like this, like, saying, shh, listen to them. Because, we actually do film these events. And for the past month or so, we have somebody who stands below the camera, plays music, types, and my personal favorite, they'll go, ah. And then a couple minutes will go by and they'll go, ah. And then they'll do it again. And they'll go, ah. And I'm thinking, man, how bad is it? No, I'm watching the footage and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. All right. And I think they just might be messing around trying to screw up our footage. So if you see that happening or you hear something like that in the background, just point it out, and, go up to them, ask them to, keep it down. Because we would like, to send this out to our YouTube audience as well. I'm seeing a hand raised there. Tron, what's going on? What's going on, Tron?
I play poker with that same lad that goes.
You played poker with the guy that was doing that? Yeah. All right, well, we're one step closer to finding out what it is. Thanks, Tron. We appreciate that. That's awesome. All right, everybody. So, but if you do find yourself getting muted during the performance, it might be that you have some background noise. Just don't feel like you can't express yourself. You're going to notice you have this pink smiley face. If you click on it, your emoji panel will open you and giving you like a wide variety of options with which to express yourself, right? But I'd like, and I'll leave it to you to choose which one's the most appropriate, but I would like to reserve this one because it's a giant hand sticking out of your head. I mean, what's more distracting than that, right? We're going to use this as kind of a signal. So let's say Sharky starts making fun of me, I'm going to want to know that. Or the roof starts leaking, I'm going to want to know that too. Or maybe my voice goes choppy, that can happen every so often, and I'm going to want to know that too. All right, so we're all going to work together to put on a good show, okay? I'm counting on all of you to help us out here, make sure our YouTube video is really good, and we'd like to thank you for that. All right, now, I've hosted over 600 events in Altspace, and in that time, the question I'm asked the most is, why are we here? All right. And I like to ask you guys at the start why we're here. And the answer is right here below my podium, right here. So you can't miss it. All right, everybody. Why are we here? Let's hear it.
Feed a shark.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, they're still going. All right, we got the chant going. To feed a shark. Feed a shark. All right, can't complain about that one. That was pretty nice. Thank you, everybody. All right. So, now I host about 10 events a week. And, and the reason I do that is I'm trying to get a lot of people to come through our experience. And it's working out. We have hundreds of people coming through our experiences every week. But I can't find, I found it wasn't enough to get people to help me feed a shark. Nobody was willing to do it. All right. So speaking of which, I'm going to bring out my friends. Anybody want to anyone want to meet my friends here? Right. There we go. I'm seeing heads up, nods. Okay, that's cool. Let's bring them out. We've got Melvin, we've got Buster, and we've got Fang. And they're looking really good. And this wasn't always the case. When we were putting on other shows and nobody was willing to help me feed a shark, we learned that you guys need some incentive. It's not like enough to expect you guys to help me to feed a shark or to save the world one shark at a time. No, you guys need some motivation. Now, you're going to notice out in the lobby, we have these two marquees set up. And one of them has, a picture where they showed 12 items from our prize kit. All right. So if you haven't seen that yet, take a look at that. That shows every item in our prize kit that we're giving away. But in addition to that, we're also giving away this Ravenhall Events coffee mug. All right. So if you're one of our winners today, you'll walk away with 2 kits that contain 13 prizes altogether. All right. And that 12-piece kit is an aquarium themed kit. It's got sound effects. It's got animations. It's really special. And if and after the show, we'll probably go over and take a look at it if you haven't seen it yet already. All right. So now, but I'm hoping you're going to want it enough to be a contestant on today's show, to be one of our volunteers. And if you'd like to be a volunteer on today's show, all you have to do is take the pointer that's coming out of your right hand, aim it right at Sharky's nose, and you're going to see a spinning target. Now, once you see that spinning target, all you have to do is squeeze your trigger, and you're going to see a text prompt appear in the air in front of you. And all you have to do is just enter your Altspace username. What is that? What is that you're saying?
Somebody keeps
I'm trying to
calling
get
me.
my friend. I'm trying to get my
Try,
friend.
you're trying to get your friend to click it. Okay. Well, maybe your friend can make up his own mind. All right.
Can't.
There we go. Well, if Sloppy Pie would like to be a contestant on the show, all he has to do is just squeeze his trigger while pointing at Sharky's nose there, and then enter your Altspace username. If you don't know what that is, you can click on your blue and white triangle button. You're going to see all these tabs appear on the bottom, and one of those tabs is going to say me. Now, if you press on me, what you're going to see is, your display name, and right below that will be your username in parentheses, and that's the name we need in order to distribute our prizes. Okay. All right. So let's hopefully now the way this is going to work. And listen, while we wait for that to fill up. Right. If you're having problems with anybody in Altspace, maybe, you've got like people scheduling events over yours. You got people trolling you all the time. You got people stealing your work left and right. All that stuff that goes on. You're sick of it. All you have to do is send them a come visit. My friends will get to eat and Altspace will be a better place. That's all you got to do. All right. So let's see how this is going to work. Now, what we're going to do is you're going to notice that a raise hand button is appeared on your lower right as if by magic. It's true. That's what magic looks like in VR. And if you'd like to be on the show, just press that raise hand button. It'll turn blue and you won't have to do anything more. We do ask that you only come up if you can have your microphone open because that would be super helpful. All right, let's see. We got 4 people already. All right, that's good. All right, that's good. And let's see who we got here. All right, now let's see. Melvin, would you like to hear today's specials? All right, let's see who's on the menu. Ooh, we're up to 6. Oh, we got some choices here. All right, we've got, we've got Fierce. Fierce wants to be on. We've also got, Sam Soma. All right. And we also have, Iron Sniper. There we go. Let's try Iron Sniper. All right, there we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend these bridges here and have you up here. All right, so please wait for the bridges to fully extend before you come up. We don't want to see anyone get hurt. Also, if you need to recenter, do so now, because if you recenter on the stage, you'll end up back in the audience, which is awkward for everybody. It is. Hey, everybody, how's it going? All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. So we got Fierce is up here. We also got Sam Samadi coming in here, and we also got Iron Sniper 392. What happened to the first 391 snipers?
Can't say.
Can't say. It's classified. Silent classified. I understand. How long have you been around Altspace for? All right, Sniper.
Maybe 6-7 months.
6 or 7 months. So you've been around. You've seen everything, right? You're gonna choose to go out like this. I respect that. How about you, Fierce? How long have you been around Altspace?
6 days.
6 days. I recognize your name. Have you been to our show before?
Oh yes, I've been once.
Yes. All right. Cool. What do you think?
Sorry?
Well, cool. What did you think of it?
Oh, it was very nice. That's why I came second time.
Good. Oh, glad you liked it. That's awesome. How about you, Sam Samadi? How long have you been around Altspace for?
Around 3 weeks, maybe.
3 weeks. You haven't really done everything, but you feel like you've seen enough.
No,
Oh,
no, I haven't.
that's-
No, but
That's
this was
too
highly
bad.
recommended.
That's sad, everybody. This was highly recommended. Really? What they say? What they say? What they say?
They were just like, have you gone to the Sharky show? You should go to the Sharky show. Just
The
over and over
Sharky show.
again.
Excuse me. Just a minute. Excuse me. The Sharky show? Really? Okay, first of all, it's called It's Shark Time. Sharky's my co-host. It is not the Sharky show. Okay? My name is Michael Forrest, and I'm not taking it. All right, everybody, come on up these ramps here. All right. Now, what you can do is stand on top of one of these yellow X's. Right now, once you're up here, make yourself at home. You can recenter, make yourself comfortable. Right. And all you have to do is just click that consent button directly in front of you. It's a minor formality with our insurance company. Nothing to worry about there. You can recenter and all that kind of stuff. All right. Let's see here. What's going on out here? So funny, Waffles.
Kid in here.
I clicked.
A kid. All right. Well, that's okay, but we can maybe ask you to mute yourself if you're going to giggle like that. I appreciate that you like it, but it's kind of, we don't want to disturb people around us. All right, everybody. Let's see. You having any trouble there? Check it in, Iron Sniper.
Yeah, I'm clicking. It's just.
Are you clicking and nothing's happening? Sometimes that can happen. All right. So what's going to happen is I'm going to loan you my name for the time being, Iron Sniper. But I just need to know verbally. Do you consent to this?
I consent to this.
You do. Everybody heard that? That's legally binding. All right. So we're going to loan you my name right here. All right. Here we go. All right. Looks like everybody's checked in. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to raise up these glass enclosures to make everyone feel safe, secure, and comfortable. All right, so let's see how we're doing here. All right, now just a friendly reminder, any attempts to escape is going to immediately disqualify you from our event. All right, now we're told that's excessive, but you know what's excessive? Denying my friends a chance to eat. All right, that's animal cruelty, and I'm not going to stand for it. No, I am not. All right, Sharky show. I can't get that out of my head now. I can't believe it going around like that, Sharky. That is messed up. All right. What are you doing walking away from me, swimming away? Yeah, fine. You stay over there for the rest of the show. All right. Okay. Now the way this is going to work is we're going to ask you all questions. All right. Now, don't worry. There are no right answers here. There are only those answers that convince our audience that you deserve to live more than the person next to you. And that means that your fate is in the hands of our very nice audience. So what's going to happen is, let's say that we ask Iron Sniper a question, whose name is temporarily Michael Forrest, and we ask him a question, and you guys really like it. You can go ahead and click on Michael Forrest's nameplate there to vote for Iron Sniper. But let's say that Fierce has an even better answer, and you're very impressed. All you have to do is just press on Fierce's nameplate right there, and the number will go up accordingly, and you can change your vote at any time. As all the clicks I'm hearing are telling me. Let's see. It only looks like a couple of people doing it, though. All right, well, I haven't even asked a question. You guys have favorites already. That's nice. All right, cool. Well, let's start out with Iron Sniper. Iron Sniper, are you ready for our first question?
I'm ready.
You are. All right, well, if you look out into the distance there, you're going to see the Ravenhall Sea-Lab. Now, our lead researcher, Dr. Starling, right, he's been working on a new version of our show. We're all very excited about it, and he's been working with a new group of sharks. And this new group of sharks, well, he's having trouble connecting with them. He really is. So we're wondering if maybe you can give Dr. Starling a tip to try to improve their working relationship.
With Dr. Sterling and the shark?
Yes. We got to make it so they work better together, so we can put on an even better show than this.
Oh, man.
Wait, do you feel
maybe
put
he
on the
can-
spot? Wait, do you feel put on the spot? Yeah,
A little bit,
All right,
but I
well,
like it.
At
It's
this
okay.
point, you should probably realize that I am rooting for the Sharks. I did say they were my friends. I was very clear on that point.
I did.
All right.
Is Dr. Starling or whatever, is he a human?
Oh yeah. Well,
Is he a
human-ish.
shark?
He's genetically enhanced. He's a genetically enhanced avatar. People don't usually see him, but he does a lot of hard work for us.
Maybe
What do
he
you
could
think?
dress up like Shark Boy, and then this way,
Okay.
him and the shark will have something in common.
Oh, I see. So he'll try to look a little bit more like him, smooth over relations that way. That's a good answer.
Yeah,
The audience
yeah.
seems to like it. All right, Fierce, what about you? What can Dr. Starling do to improve relationships with our new sharks? How can he get along better with them? Get them to respond more.
Well, basically, the best suggestion here would be to get more assistants and to feed sharks an assistant. Let's say an assistant a week. Would that
Okay.
work?
Well, if there's anything left of you after the show, would you be interested? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll give you
sure.
some time
Why
to
not?
think about it. We'll give you some time to think about it.
No,
How about you,
no,
Sam?
I'm
What
all
do you-
right. I'm
no,
fine.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
see, I love
Right,
sharks.
You're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. All right, Sam, now let me ask you. What do you think Dr. Starling can do to improve the working relationship with these new sharks that we're trying to work with? Really, get them working together good.
I don't know. Has he tried to write them a heartwarming letter? I find that
Heartwarming
sometimes.
letter. That's also very nice.
Maybe sing
Oh,
them a
yeah, that's good. I
song.
like that. Yeah. Sing them a song with the
know,
letter.
Connect.
take like an
connect
emotional appeal.
emotionally. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, I like that. All right, everybody, let's everyone take a moment to consider which answer you like the best, because we will be closing the reset any moment now. So which answer was it? Iron Sniper? Was it Fierce? Was it Sam? All right, let's see how we're doing here. Looks like we're pretty evenly divided, everybody. All right, so take a moment here. We're gonna close the votes in 3, in 2, in 1. The voting is now closed. So you'll notice that any pressing of the buttons will no longer work. Let's see how we did, everybody. Well, we don't have a lowest score. All right, so all of you are going to get to move on to our next round. All right, that's awesome. So let's clear our scores out here. All right, there we are. All right, there we go. All right. Wait, no, what happened? What happened? What happened? Fierce? Something happened?
I think he said
can't hear
Sharky
you.
again.
Oh, you can't hear me. Okay. Can everyone else hear me?
Yeah.
Your hands up if you can hear me.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Well, sometimes that happens. Sometimes Altspace has some audio issues. Can you hear me now, Fierce?
Yes, I can. Yes, I
All
can.
right. Well, the good news is we didn't have a lowest score, a clear lowest score, so you're going to move on to the next round. All right. So you're okay for
cool
now.
stuff.
All right. Yes, exactly. Very cool stuff. All right. So now we're moving into round 2 here. Okay. There we go. We're going to reset our scores here. All right. And this time, let's start down on the other end with Sam. Sam, are you ready for your question?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, very recently, Sharky and I, Sharky, you're still over there? Come on, come over here for this question, all right? Because we're about to share a good memory. All right, come on over. All right. So very recently, Sharky and I went out to California to do a podcast, all right, about the show. And we had to stay overnight in a hotel. And I arranged for Sharky to stay in the hotel swimming pool, and he absolutely loved it. But you know what? You guys wouldn't believe the room service bill. All right, Sharky, I'm telling you, it's very, where are you, Sharky? Where'd you go? There you are. It's very excessive. 3 filet mignons, 3 surf and turfs. You know, and we have to pay for that, everybody. That's not cool. All right. And it's not, Sharky. It's not. All right. So at any rate, so he loved it. And I was thinking, I've stayed in a lot of hotels that I've enjoyed. And I was thinking maybe, Sam, you could share with us, what was the best hotel you ever stayed in?
Oh, best hotel I've ever stayed in. I live in
coolest.
Dubai.
Oh, neat. Okay. That's far.
So I
Wow.
stayed in the Atlantis, which is very to theme of what's going on here. There were
Oh, yeah.
sharks,
We've
and
heard of
you
it.
had the aquarium view, and it was really cool.
Very nice. Oh, cool. All right. Do me a favor. Go like this. See that? That gesture's going around the whole world. That's awesome. All right. Now, Fierce, let me ask you, what's the coolest hotel you've ever stayed in? You want to know?
That was probably Karakoy Hotel in Istanbul. It's
Oh, wow.
basically it's an old bank, so you can go down to ground levels, like and below ground, and you will have like basically safes, massive with massive doors, massive windows. It's amazing. Like
All right.
they've got a wine
overnight,
cellar
were you, like,
building one
practicing-
and several conference rooms. So
Okay.
that was cool.
Overnight, were you like practicing bank heists?
Click on their name and
You
all?
actually probably
Like
can.
a dry run? That's what I'd be doing. All right. Not that I would do that. All right. Now, Michael Forrest, Iron Sniper. How about you? All right. What's the best hotel you've ever stayed in?
Can I have like a tie between two?
You have a tie. I guess so, sure, if you want to tell us about both.
Okay, so the one is just at Disney, the Pop Century Resort. That one was the
Yeah.
neatest one I've ever stayed at.
Okay.
Had like all the generations from like the 80s to now, and just big Walkmans outside, and it was just really neat.
Oh, wow.
But,
okay.
The other one was in the Gettysburg Hotel, and it's supposedly haunted, and it was there since forever. Like Abraham Lincoln.
Did anything weird happen to you?
Not that I remember.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe he had his memory erased. That's possible. All right, everybody. I want everyone to think about which contestant, which volunteer's answer they like the best. Here we go. Just take a moment to think about it. I hear all the clicking, so everybody's thinking, right? Let's see how we're doing here. It's looking pretty close, everybody. Looking very evenly divided here. All right. Tough competition here. All right. So think about which one you like the best, because we're about to lock our votes in now. Here we go. All right. Let's see here. Let's see how we're doing. All right. It looks like Fierce. Let me ask you something. Do you have any plans later?
Bring it on. Bring it on, the
Okay, good.
sharks.
But quick question first, though. Quick question first. Does anybody know where you are right now? Very important.
No, you're fine.
No? So nobody's willing to press charges or anything like that?
I guess not.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. All right, you're going to meet my friend Buster right now. All right, so give us a good scream on your way out. I'm told that helps. Here we go. All right. Now, everybody, if you haven't been here before, it's time that we have a talk. All right. What you just saw when we first working on this event, we were very proud of it. We really were. But what happened was the admins, when we first showed them, they were horrified. And it was because of that effect you just saw. And I had to clear it up with them. So I have to tell all of you that that's just seasoning. That's all that is. You see, most avatars in Altspace, they're delicious. They really are. But some of us have these green tags above our head, right? And it gives us kind of a nasty, minty aftertaste. It's sort of gross. So we put in that seasoning just to help, make it a little bit more appetizing for my friends. So if you're back at the campfire and you're talking about what a nice time you had at Shark Time, I want you to all please remember that's just seasoning. That's all that is. That's all it's ever going to be. All right. So don't even worry about it. All right, good. And for record, you guys didn't see nothing. Okay. All right, cool. We're on the same page there. All right. Now, let's see. We have two people left here surviving. So we're going to clear our scores as we go into our third round. And on your way in, you may have noticed that we have a Patreon sign up, and we also have this Buy Us a Coffee link. This is because we are trying to raise money to put on more to get better equipment, to put on more interactive experiences for all of you. We're really working on some cool stuff. But also a portion of anything we collect is going to go to the Bimini Shark Lab. And they do important work. They raise awareness about the the horrific practices of shark finning that are going on in the world. Also, some of the environmental challenges facing sharks in our oceans today, and so, that's what we're doing. And we want to thank you all for allowing us to help out with that. And even just coming to our events and subscribing to us on YouTube, that supports us too. And we all are very grateful for everyone's interest in our event. All right. So now we're moving into round 3 here, and let's start out with Sniper here. All right. So let's get our scores up here. Let's see. All right, cool. All right, Sniper, are you ready for your question?
Yep.
Or do you prefer Sniper or Iron? That's not actually the question, but I'm asking.
Anything's fine for you.
Anything? All right. So if I call you Larry,
Anything.
that's okay.
Larry's good.
All right, Larry. All right, let's see. All right. So the next question here is: many people have a fear of sharks. It's true. All right. And I've asked my friends about their fears, but they won't talk about it. All right. So I'm putting the question to you. What do you think our friends, our sharks here, could possibly be afraid of?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Ooh, that's true. Well, actually, not Sharky, though. Sharky's agent's a dolphin. That's true. All right, Sam, let me ask you. What do you think our friends could possibly be afraid of?
Killer whales.
What could they be afraid of? Their emotions.
Their emotions. That's a good one. I heard somebody in the audience say killer whales or orcas. There we go. Yeah, all right. So, we don't have the questions open to the audience yet, but maybe that's something we should consider. That might be fun. All right, now let me, let's since we're getting close here, let's make this interesting. Now, Iron Sniper, let me ask you, why do you deserve to live more than Sam?
Because I care about sharks. Sharks.
You care about sharks, making an emotional plea to the audience. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Clever. All right, now Sam, how about you? How come you deserve to live more than Iron Sniper here?
I'm just not very tasteful. Like, I think he's tasty. The sharks would enjoy him more.
You think,
And I care about the
Melvin would
sharks.
really like him?
I definitely say.
Yeah, he's been
I think
entertaining.
so.
Melvin does like to be entertained. That's true. All right. All right. So everybody, please think about which contestant you like the best. All right, because we're going to take a moment to lock in our votes. Let's get that music going. Here we go. All right, everybody, let's think about it. Oh, I'm glad the band didn't quit this week. All right. Those suggestions from last week really working out. All right, everybody, here we go. We're going to lock our votes in 3, in 2, in 1.
Come on.
The voting is now closed. Let's see how we did, everybody. Let's see. Oh, Iron Sniper doing good with 10. But Sam, let me ask you something. How do you feel about sharks, really?
I love sharks. Sharks are
You love
misunderstood.
Okay,
This
cool.
is a
Well,
great
you'll have a
show.
chance to get to know Fang a little bit better. Does anybody know where you are right now?
What?
Does anybody know where you are right now? Very important.
A lot of people know, and they will come after you.
Oh, they will. Okay, well, we all right. Okay, well, my attorneys at Forrester and Wood, they assure me we'll be okay. You did press that consent button after all, did you not?
You can change consent. I changed my mind.
Change your mind. All right, well, you know what? My hand is really shaky, and sometimes here at Shark Time, accidents happen. And it goes a lot easier if you scream on the way out. There you go. All right, if you came in late, everybody, could you tell them what they just saw? Anyone that came in late?
Seasoning.
It's just seasoning. There you go. All right. Well, it looks like that we have a winner here. It's going to be Iron Sniper. So, Iron Sniper, I'm going to take down your glass enclosure. All right. Now, if you come down here and join me, we're going to take your picture for our Twitter. So, if you could stand in front of this mug here and face me. All right. There we go. Let's see. Where'd you go?
Right here.
Where are you? There you are. All right. So, if you stand in front of this mug here and face me. All right. Now, our audience can help if everybody throws up all the emojis that you can so we can get a nice picture here. All right, now I'd like you to say Shark Time. Everybody yell out Shark Time when I count down from 3, 2, 1. Shark Time. There we go. All right, nice. Got a good picture on that one. Excellent. All right, now in a few days, you're going to get a friend request from Sharky himself. And when you do, when you accept that friend request, you're going to receive 2 kits, that prize mug behind you, and also a 12-piece aquarium-themed kit, right, which we are going to invite you all to come check out. All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to extend our bridges here, invite everybody to come on up. Let's see. Here we go. The bridges are coming out. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. And listen, if you had a good time tonight, please come back and check us out this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. You'll find us in the events tab of your main menu. And everybody, come on up here. Let's move around, everybody. All right. Let's move around. All right. Now, if you see that blue light up at the top of the ramp, everybody head into that if you want to check out our prize kit. Let's head on over to the Shark Time Showcase. Come on, everybody. Let's go.